with no end. I know nobody.
And type women like you give it all up. Like we run out to the sunset. So recently, I live streamed all of Mafia, the old country, here on the channel. If you want to go check that out, just click on the live stream tab and get every single part there. I think I had 3 parts. So big thanks to everybody who tuned in and hung out during those streams. It was a pretty fun ride. Now, when I finished the live stream, I was kind of conflicted on the last one because I didn't want to slap a score on it right away. I wanted to stick with it for a few days, think about my thoughts, how I really felt. And now I think that I've got that. Now I've written a script and I'm prepared. So Mafia the Old Country is a good game, just not a great game. The story is easily a 10 out of 10 like usual. Hangar 13 knows how to write Mafia stories better than just about anyone. They even confirmed this isn't Mafia 4. This is a smaller project. We're only a few years development. But if this is the tone and quality they bring to Mafia 4, I feel like we're into something special in the territory-wise. Now, that said, there's an ongoing problem with this series. It's been there since the beginning, and this is coming from somebody who's a fan of all of them. But I feel like this game didn't really fix that problem. So, my first Mafia game was everybody's favorite, Mafia 3. Then I ended up going backwards, played 2, and then I played 1 Definitive Edition recently, whenever it came out a few years ago. And even with Mafia 3's flaws, say what you want, I think this gameplay was fantastic. The guns had weight, the stealth felt tense, and the melee kills, hit really hard. And that's why the Old Country's kind of frustrating for me in one aspect, because the shooting is here, but it's just fine. It's not bad, but nothing really memorable. If you link your 2K account, you get gear for Mafia 1, 2, and 3. If you play those games on your 2K account. And so I was using Vito's 1911 for some of the missions, and that gun made combat feel a lot better. But with most of the weapons, they kind of felt like I was firing air. The cover system, to be fair, is responsive and works well. It's better than a lot of modern games, but with that shooting feeling kind of, it's alright. Here's the real sticking point, though, knife combat. The game loves knife combat, so much so that for the first couple hours you don't really even get a gun. And it's not like these are deep, complex melee systems. You pretty much just swipe, jab, parry, and dodge, and that's it. And in the right moments, it's great. For example, the opening knife fight, the final boss, maybe a few story dueling moments here or there, like this one guy that you don't like, whatever, no spoilers. But I count at least maybe 10 knife fights, I feel like, at least it felt like that. But they felt very repetitive. And I feel like some knife fights made zero sense in the context of the story. Like, there's a mission where your love interest, Isabella, is kidnapped by raiders, and you fight your way through the compound, guns a-blazing, stealth kills, all of it. Then when you find the leader who has a shotgun point blank at you, instead of shooting you, he just throws it to the side. So you guys can have like that honorable knife duel. And I'm just thinking, this man kidnapped a woman, clearly doesn't care about honor. So that doesn't fit his character at all. Why are we having an honorable knife fight? Like, why do you put down the gun? It doesn't make any sense. Talk and shoot him. Shoot Enzo. I'm not gonna knife fight you. We'll shoot you.
Come on.
What the hell? I'd have been like, shot his ass. Alright, on guard, dickhead. Uncharted 4 reference. Then the driving, I feel like, I mainly want to take horses because the cars just kind of drove like garbage. Every turn felt like a gamble. My car would flip, turn, or spin out of the ordinary stop. Skip drive. Nah, I'll skip drive. Oh shit! Ah! And I get it's kind of realistic because, it's an older car. But compared to something like Mafia 3 where I felt the driving was pretty decent, this kind of felt off. Now, let's talk about the part that absolutely works for me, and that is the story. Enzo, the protagonist, is one of my favorite Mafia leads yet. Side characters like Luca, Cesare, Tino, even the ones I didn't like, which were some of those in there, were well acted and memorable. And Isabella, fantastic as a love interest.
About time I took a photograph of this place. Have you ever used one of these before?
No. Never seen one up close.
Here, why don't you take it?
If she ends up dying or something, I might crash out low-key.
Are you sure?
It's like one of these one in a million type women, like, you give it all up. Like, we run out to the sunset, we leave, so we can be with each other forever. The game's world is gorgeous. Yes, it's linear, but honestly, that's a good thing here. I'm kind of tired of modern open world games with bloat, everything else being side quests I don't care about. And I feel like this is a focused 10-hour story that I could see myself replaying in a year or two or even less. You know, it feels just like Uncharted or any of the story-driven games. Hangar 13, I feel like should be writing movies at this point. You know, these characters and plot twists would work brilliantly on the big screen. So for me, the bottom line is that if you're not a Mafia fan, I don't think that this is going to convert you necessarily. But if you're a fan of the series, the Old Country is definitely worth your time, especially for the price. The gameplay is average and the driving is clunky, but the knife combat is kind of fun despite being repetitive, and the story is absolutely worth it. And so for that, as a Mafia fan, I'm going to give Mafia the Old Country a 7.5 out of 10. It's not my favorite Mafia game. It's not really probably close, but it's still a really solid entry that I'm glad that I played. If you're expecting something like Mafia 2 or something like that, you're not going to get it here. But if you enjoy the franchise, you're going to love this game. If you guys enjoyed the review, don't forget to check out the full live stream playthrough right here on the channel. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys on the next one.